Hi guys, and welcome back. As mentioned, today we're going to be painting rainbow dragons. These are the two sets of paints I'm going to use. One of them is actually art colors. It's a basic student set. The other is my Qor watercolor set. I do have my also paint water. It's the only one I'm going to use today. I have my sea salt course, of course, and my handy water bottle. And this little book. I did make this. It took a little while. But it's Arch's cold press watercolor paper. It's a cute little accordion book. They're about 2 by 2. I did run into some issues, and that was an issue too. I'm clumsy. I should have wet the paper before folding. I have learned that for future books. But yeah, just gonna go ahead and try to paint for the first time in one of these little books. I did use backing boards to make the back of the book, and just basic scrapbook paper to cover it, and a little ribbon. I'm gonna go for a bit of a rainbow theme. When I was looking at what I wanted to do, I actually had a lot of different ideas for this book. I had these like a zodiac thing, a galaxy type thing. It just all of these different ideas, and then I settled for a rainbow because I just thought it'd be kind of neat to see if I could do the blends one color into the next. I did come in with my Inktense pencils on this one to lightly sketch out the basic dragon forms. I realized I shouldn't have used Inktense. They're not really watercolors. They are water soluble, but they don't really reactivate the same way a watercolor does. And so the lines did stay a little bit too starkly. I was a bit disappointed in that. A basic watercolor pencil set would have been a better choice. I do have one, but I'm missing a lot of those pencils. And so I've got my little red dragon. I didn't plan a lot, as you can probably tell. I did have fun making them, but they weren't coming out quite as cute as I wanted throughout the original process. As mentioned before, a lot of times when I'm painting, I hate everything I'm creating until at the end. It's not coming out as I envisioned. They do look a little like little dragon embryos almost, which I have sculpted one before. It was kind of fun. I know I was starting to work on World Watercolor Month, and I still want to do it, but this does illustrate part of my problem. I get very bored with prompts. I have a bajillion ideas, and it's very hard for me to just stick to that one thing. And that's why this happens. I have managed to do 2 favorite color, which you guys saw last week. I haven't gone beyond that. I tend to peter out no matter what I do as far as those prompts go. I want to try. I want to be the good artist. I want to use them as inspiration, but maybe I just have too much other inspirations going on for me to actually just stick with it. I am going back in with my paint on this, adding a bit more color to each of these dragons. A little bit of texture on these wings. I'm going to come in here on the little yellow one. This one I had a lot of trouble with because that Inktense pencil just did not want to go anywhere. I'm going to use a very brief moment to mention that I did decide to paint my nails, and I picked up this white that I really thought would be cool. It's a Sally Hansen Extreme Wear White. It's called White On. Probably would have had just as much success as if I had picked actual white out. I like doing the French tips, but this stuff was chipping within minutes. It was just horrible. Now my nails are kind of yellowed from that, like an orangey tone. I've removed it. If I paint today and record anything, you'll probably see I've tried doing them like the whole nail. I just hate it. It's goopy, it's nasty. Anyway, completely off topic. Let's get back to dragons. And yeah, World Watercolor Month. What I might try doing with that, because I still like the idea of prompts, I'm not digging them. I did like the random creature thing, so I kind of want to stick with that a little bit. I like to try all kinds of new projects. That's why this little accordion book came about. It was actually inspired by a video I watched and I believe her name is, I want to say, Ulrike Hirsch. I will link it down below in the description just so you can check her out. Her videos are actually just really fun. The first place I heard of intuitive drawing, it's kind of like doodling or similar to a Zentangle. I still hate that word. Again, we're not going to go on that topic because I've been doodling since high school or earlier, and they don't really own the idea. Yeah, okay, so I said I would not go into the topic. You'll notice when I do these, I try to avoid all the controversial stuff. We have enough of that going on. Everybody wants all the artists to weigh in on what we think, and really everybody's weighing in on what they think. Facebook is a battleground. Our social media of all kinds, it's a battle. I do art to be inspirational. I do it to feel inspired. I do it to fight anxiety. I do it because I have to. I've been creating art since, gosh, the first piece I remember was probably in the 2nd grade. At some point, maybe I'll do a little memory walk back, but I fell in love with art even more, I'd say in junior high, in the art classes there. I have to create. I get really irritable when I don't. It doesn't seem to matter how absolutely miserable in my own body I am, because I do have the migraines all the time. I just have to make things. And you can see these little guys. I don't know, I think they're coming out a little cuter than when they started. I'm trying to sort out their little lines. I don't know. I kind of like them. But anyway, normally you're not going to find a lot of the controversial world stuff here. I may occasionally mention something because we're all stressed out, but it's not going to happen that often because everyone else is doing it. You don't really need to come here to deal with even more of that real world crap, because face it, we're already all dealing with this real world crap. This is why I thought a rainbow would be great. When everything seems dark, but we're going into summer, so that there's a contrast. We have the sunshine and stuff here in the US, but everybody's angry and grumpy. A rainbow is inspiring. It's bright, it's happy. I mean, you really can't go wrong with it. It always is a symbol of hope for people. I am not a religious person, spiritual but not religious, and it does bring hope. I didn't know what to do here, so I guess I kind of fell back on flowers and spirals. So you'll see, going with my little micron pen, adding all these happy little flowers, a couple of hearts just because some of the paint blotches look like hearts there, and more flowers. I kind of like how this little guy at the end is kind of bird-like. I'm going to go in with my white ink and my little unbelievably messy dip pen. I really shouldn't be allowed to have art supplies because I'm not very grown up with them. My husband, man, he can take care of anything. He has shoes he's had probably since, I don't know, his early 20s, and they are pristine. He doesn't wear them when he shouldn't, so they haven't lost their support. I mean, they're just amazing. And me, yeah, I don't rinse out my brushes properly. I want to keep going, so I don't rinse off my dip pen very well. As you can tell, it looks absolutely horrible. It started to clog up a little bit here, so I did have to go wash it to get that bright again. I'm just not the same. I'm kind of a hot mess. There's my pretty gold. I'll go ahead and add gold to the centers, do some little dots on these spirals here. And I just want to add a little bit of a sparkle because every happy day needs some sparkle. I'm not like falsely happy, but I don't want to like wallow in feeling miserable. I tend to get so stressed. Like I said, I've had the same headache since December 16th, but I have to bring happy. And look how these came out. They're so cute. I guess they are kind of like little baby dragons. Not quite embryos, but they're adorable. If you do want to make your own little book, maybe I will try to put up a tutorial. I'm not a very good tutorial person. You know, why not? Just very basic stuff. And yep, made sure it's all dry. See, cute little accordion, but it is cracked because I didn't wet the paper first. So thank you for joining me with my little art and chat while I made this little rainbow dragon accordion book. Maybe it'll go up in my store or be a gift. I don't know. I just want to thank you all, and I just hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Have a wonderful day.